Welcome back, guys. Today we are watching this video from TJR. It's the first of his videos that I'm watching, so it's together with you, live trading, making almost $13,000. I'm back and I'm better. Okay, let's see how he did that. Let's see if he trades live here. As I told you, it's the first video. I'll give you some thoughts of mine, what I think of his trading, and let's see if we can learn something. Here we go.
What's going on, men, women, boys, girls, toddlers, infants, and sperm cells? This is
okay. Everybody is included, okay? Also you, so keep your attention. Here we go.
How I made $11,000 day trading NASDAQ. Again, another NASDAQ trade. Seems to be like,
okay.
I've only been trading NASDAQ recently. I just think that price action has been a lot better on NASDAQ. Maybe I completely switch over to just NASDAQ, but this is how I made right around $11,000 day trading NASDAQ, smoking on the gas pack, smoking out of your ass crack.
All right. Okay, we are ready. So, but first of all, it seems like this is no live trading video, okay? When I, as it says here in the title, live trading, making $13,000. If I describe my video as live trading, I'm actually trading live, okay? I'm actually executing my trades in a live environment, okay? But he's basically recapping his trades, okay? As almost all of the YouTube traders are doing it. Nevertheless, let's keep on watching. Maybe we can learn something.
Okay. Today was pretty simple. We'll go over my daily bias, how I crafted it, where I...
Okay, first interesting thing, he has apparently a daily bias. So he is looking at the 4 hour now. Before that, he went to the 1 minute. So basically, he's checking higher time frames at the beginning before he makes his decision. And let's also take a look if he is actually trading live. Maybe I'm mistaken. The last live stream was 8 months ago, so he basically is not trading this live. If I'm wrong and he's maybe streaming on Twitch, or if he just deletes his live trading sessions and is just keeping those recaps, and you can definitely feel free to tell me. But for now, I am observing that he seems to be not trading live actually.
Found it, all that shit. So coming into market open, we had 4 hour highs right here. We had 4 hour lows right here. And then from there, that was kind of like it in terms of 4 hour draws on liquidity. So from there, scale down to the 1 hour time frame. We have these hourly highs right here, these hourly highs right here, these hourly highs right here.
So he's marking those big important candle wicks where the previous highs were located to get some sort of information about liquidity.
Right here, or sorry, this was the 4 hour highs. And then moving down, we have these hourly lows right here. Okay, move down, then move up. This was a low. We have these hourly lows, these hourly, or these 4 hour lows, pardon me. And
I love how his room is just like basically only the kitchen, no big furniture, and it's like really this big echo, this big hall in the back. Like the room is so empty. Okay, let's continue.
These hourly lows that I actually had to draw on because market opened and absolutely shit itself.
And now he's in the 5 minute. Okay, good to know.
So again, from there, we have all of our draws and liquidity. There weren't really any imbalances that we could target for the day. So we were just kind of stuck with going off of draws on liquidity, which is completely fine. We were able to make good money doing it.
Let me watch that again for a second here.
From there, we have all of our draws and liquidity. There weren't really any imbalances that we could target for the
Okay, he's also looking for imbalances, but as he told us, there were no big imbalances. So he's basically just searching for targeted liquidities.
Day. So we were just kind of stuck with going off of draws on liquidity, which is completely fine. We were able to make good money doing that. So also on top of that, we didn't have any news. Okay, we had
That's so important, guys. Always check the news, okay? Maybe you find out that your performance, and of course this only works if you are backtesting regularly. Maybe you found out that your performance is way worse on days where the CPI is coming out, okay? Then you can just exclude those days from your trading. It's very, very simple. So always check the news and keep on backtesting on those days to really see if your strategy, if your way of trading works on those specific news days. This is a big thing that I'm doing, and actually there are different positive aspects coming with it. So first of all, I'm excluding those days where big news are coming out and I know that my performance is a little worse on those days. And second of all, I get some free days in the month, okay? Maybe for example, I'm not trading CPI, I'm not trading on NFP days. So I have 2 free days without work because of the news, okay? It's just a routine that I'm getting it, I'm backtesting it, I'm protocolling everything I'm doing, and therefore I know that I'm better not trading on those days. So what he says is totally right. Definitely check the news first.
Prices that came out at 8:30, but I mean, that's not going to affect the market.
That's actually a cool site here, gomoon.ai. I did not know this website. So I actually like this reaction content because I find out so much more out of my bubble that I'm working in. All of those different things that other traders are using. I like it.
Anyways, market opened. We don't get a sweep of buy side liquidity. We instantly start shitting the bed, taking out sell side liquidity after sell side liquidity after sell side liquidity. And finally, we get down to these hourly lows. From there, we see buying pressure out of it with this bullish candle. From there, I'm waiting for a 5-minute retrace. We get our 5-minute retrace with candles to the downside on the 5-minute. From there, I scale down into the 1-minute time frame.
Okay, very, very interesting. So let me analyze that for a quick second. So he basically drew this line, this gray line here in the 1 hour. This was a 1 hour low that he was waiting on to be hit. So very, very basic, very simple. He was just looking at higher time frames for big structure points, for the big candle wick lows, and he marked those points. Then he waited for the market, for the Nasdaq in the 5-minute, it could be exact, coming down here. Market found buying pressure down here, so actually was bought out of this zone. And then he just waited for a 5-minute retracement back into the zone. And now he is switching to the 1-minute to really find the long entry where he wants to go in. So pretty basic, pretty simple, but if it works, totally good.
5-minute retrace with candles to the downside on the 5-minute. From there, I scale down into the 1-minute time frame. Plain and simple. I'm looking for a 1-minute break of structure.
Okay, he's looking for a breakout of the short structure and he's looking for it in the 1-minute. There's this saying, I'm not sure who said it, but there's definitely the quote that if you want to enter a position, doesn't matter if it's long or short. He said that he's always waiting for at least one candle in his favor on the 1-minute. So if he wants to go long, he's waiting for one finished bullish candle in the 1-minute before he enters. So he makes sure that he's not entering long during a complete sell-off, okay? And I think that's a first good thing. And he's doing something similar. So he's waiting for the first structure break in the 1-minute. He defined his bias. He said, I want to go long. We are at a 1 hour low. Market found buying pressure. He got his retracement back into the zone and now he's waiting for the breakout and he's looking at it in the 1-minute. I think it's great.
Looking for a fair value gap. I'm looking for maybe equal.
Oh, a fair value gap. Where did I hear fair value gap? Actually, in the last video where I reacted on the ICT concept. So maybe also this marking of the candle wicks is very, very similar to some ICT concepts. Maybe he's including that in trading, or it's the other way around. It's just his basic trading technique, basic technical analysis. And as we know, ICT is basically just collecting every technical thing there is and combining it into a trading method. So I'm not surprised that we are finding some concepts of ICT here everywhere because ICT is basically everything.
Equilibrium. I'm looking for an order cock. I'm looking for maybe a breaker cock, break on your cock, breaker block. Okay, one of those.
Right.
And we got one. We got a breaker structure right here. Move up, then a move down, or actually this was the high. I'm an idiot. Regardless, still the same candle that broke structure. Okay, we ended up forming a very itsy bitsy spider, fair value gap right here. We move into it, okay, off this candlestick, and then we push out.
Wow, he's counting this as a fair value gap. Look at how precise he's doing it. This is the high of this candle and that was the low of the bearish one, and now this is his fair value gap. Wow, this is very, very precise. What I'm thinking right now is that for me, for my personal taste, this is not a structure break, okay? Of course, we got some highs here on the candle wicks, okay? But the bullish close here for me is still a short trend. So the breakout of this short trend only occurs with this 1-minute candle, for me at least. Okay, maybe he's doing something different and it seems to work for him, but for me the breakout only occurs with this candle. And let's see why he entered only as far as here.
Boom, Long John Silver's off of that, stops.
Okay, he's basically just entering because the fair value gap was taken out, am I right?
underneath where the fair value gap was formed off of, okay, which is this candle, right?
Okay, this is also very interesting. I love watching it, how he's explaining where he puts his stop loss and why he's entering. So basically, is not putting his stop loss underneath the complete recent structural low, but rather on the last structural point he can find before the formation of this little, very, very little fair value gap. So which is right here. Very interesting. I'm actually not trading with fair value gaps at all, but this looks very cool.
Okay.
Okay. This guy is crazy, okay? This guy is crazy.
This candle right here, this big up candle, was the first candle within the 3 candlestick pattern that formed the fair value gap. So my stop loss was underneath that. Pretty safe stop loss.
But aren't all traders a little crazy? I mean, which sane person really is doing our job here, okay? We all have to be insane for doing this to us, okay? We all like to destroy ourselves a little bit in some way.
In terms of first take profit and final take profit, this was a little bit weird today. The majority of my bias was based on the fact that I was fully assuming that the S&P 500 was going to take out these equal highs. Okay. Market opened and we shit the bed and we left these equal highs. I knew for a fact, if you guys were watching the kick stream, that we are going.
There it is, guys, a Kick stream. He is streaming live on Kick apparently. Wow, that was what I'm waiting for. Okay, so he is trading live on Kick. Good to know. And then he's making those recaps on YouTube. Okay, let me go back a little bit. I was criticizing him for this title live trading because this is no live trading and I'm still right with that. But apparently he is trading live on Kick. Okay, good to know. And that actually are a lot of points in his favor, at least in my opinion, that makes him a little more authentic, a little more trustworthy that he's doing it. And I actually like his style. He seems like a nice fella.
Going to take out these equal highs. And as you can see, we did that. So with that in mind, I noticed that NASDAQ moved.
I'm just missing a little explanation here why he was so sure that the ES was taking out those highs, but that was part of his bias.
Moved significantly lower than the S&P, and we were really freaking far away from these hourly draws on liquidity, which for me, most of the time, it's not really a problem, but when my TP1 is up.
Guys.
How many points is that? 126 points after already market opening and moving down. A total of 146 points. It's not really ideal for me to think that price is going to swing 146 points down and then all the way back another 150 points.
Which is true. So he's basically just thinking, okay, we had such a huge sell-off, so it's maybe not that realistic that everything will be bought back immediately. So he's kind of a little risk-averse here. Okay.
So for me, that's why I set my first take profit above these kind of 1 minute highs right here. It kind of started this.
Okay, basically just finding a structural point where he's saying, okay, it's realistic to take some profits out of here, and it's enough points for me for the first take profit.
5 minute fair value gap too. I thought that was a relatively logical place to take one of my lot sizes off, one of my standard lots off at, and that's where I was able to secure right around $3,798.
Okay, that was the first $1,000. If you want to know how he made the next missing $1,000, definitely make sure to watch the rest of the video. Link is in the description to TJR. Great video, actually a nice guy, definitely worth a like. Keep on watching the rest of the video, it's in the description. We see us in the next episode. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm very happy with the video. I think the video was very great and maybe we can react a little more frequent to his trading videos. Also write down in the comments on which YouTuber on which video I should react next. We see us next episode. Take care of yourself, guys. Bye bye.